Alright, so, we are back for another week. Well, yeah, another weekend of streaming. So, I'm just gonna play Supersonic. I had a pretty tragic fail, 95%, so I really just want to beat it. Yo, what's up? We got Sprout, Fox Dude, and job application already here. Back in about an hour. I'm busy right now. Alright. Today's stream will probably be a bit shorter because some of my friends are hanging out and I want to go do that. So probably gonna decorate for like maybe an hour and a half, and then yeah, I'm gonna go. Or like an hour and a half to 2 hours will probably be the length of today's stream. It will not be very long, but it's gonna be fun because we got a lot of fun stuff planned. We got some awesome decorating stuff. All right, we're decorating palm trees, we're adding hills, and I want to make the spikes traffic cones. It's gonna be pretty sick. Yo, can this attempt be the one? Nope. I just beat rainbows. It's now my second hardest. Sick. Good job. 90% crazy too. Wait, actually? Wait, Sprout, wasn't it like a week ago or 2 weeks ago that you got like, that you were beating B? Like, there is no way you got to 90% 3 times in crazy 2. That is actually insane. That's kinda ridiculous. I mean, assuming you're not lying, congrats on that. I just want to get one, like, decently good attempt. Like, let's say a drop attempt, and then I'll go build drift, because, yeah. I mean, I have a lot of time, but I don't want to use a lot of the time, because I want to go hang out with my friends. Like, I don't want to just abandon my streaming schedule, but I also want to, you know, keep focusing on my life outside of streaming as well. Alright, here we go. Bro, that was kinda dumb. You jump from B to crazy C. Also, we're gonna ignore that. Actually, no, we're not gonna ignore that. Hold up. Hold up. Let's just try to do. How many hard demons should I do until I go back to doing crazy? Crazy was my only hard demon, so I mean, there's nothing wrong with just going for it. I would do, I guess normal people do like 3 hard demons. I don't know what I want to watch more. You were Doggy, but I can't watch both. I mean, you can watch both. That's the thing. Oh my goodness, I forgot about this part. Beating Limbo Stream 1. Nah. I was just bored one day and I started learning Limbo. Crow. Bro, it's not that hard. Like, they're not that hard of timings. You know what? It's drift time. Let's go. Aw, yeah. So basically, we got, I want to rework our layering. I mean, for now it's fine because we got layer 0's gameplay. Why is our coin not on layer 1? Where even is our coin, Crow? Oh, it's just, I thought it was on a different layer. Never mind. So, layer 1, what even is layer 1? Oh, it's my ground. Layer 2 is block deco. Layer 3, what's layer 3? Oh, he's limboing it. Yes, I was limboing it so good. So, low-key, I don't know what layer 3... Oh, I think it's this glow piece. Layer 4 is the sun. Layer 5 is this, but I want to move all of layer 5 up to layer 6, okay? So, let's just take everything in layer 5 and move it up to 6, because... Actually, no, 7. Because I want 5 and 6 to be, hills. 5 will be hills, 6 will be palm trees. Yo, Brock, look at the pic I sent on Discord. All right, let's boot up Discord. All right, just kidding, not boot up, just open it. All right, let's go to Brock's basement. The basement. Dude, that's actually. Oh wait, no, that's a different person. Crazy 278%. Dude. I was about to say that's crazy. It is crazy. That's crazy. That's so sick. All right. Please, Brock, I need this. My week was kind of streaming. Wait, what is this? What is this block deco? That's like really good. All right. Back to Drift. Brock, how many hard do you... Oh, yeah, I already read that. Because I want to beat it fast, but I'm kind of scared of it. You can't be scared of a level. Just go for it, bro. There's nothing to be scared of, low-key. Like, yeah. You think it's going to be a lot harder than it's going to be. So, I just go for it, honestly. I don't think our hills in this background need to be anything too crazy. You know, I was crazy once. Just kidding, we're not doing that. So, basically... We got... Wait. Hold on. I just realized something that might be a little bit of a problem with our layering here. So here, we got layer 7. This is our Coolio background thingy. And so, what do we have here? Okay, so it's not all on B5, which is interesting. If I do put it, does it mess anything up? No? Okay, so it doesn't mess anything up if I put it all on B5. So it is all on B5. But then, my bad. Anyway, wait. That messed it up with the layering back here, though. So if we go back to our glow, it is B5. And it's 0 to 1. But what if we go to 7? Isn't there something that's on 0 to 1? No. Maybe not. If not, then great. How do I get into Brock's basement? Discord invite. I pinned it in last stream's chat, but I can pin it again. You know what? Let's figure out how to do that. All right. Brock's basement invite to server. Copy. All right. Let's go into the stream. All right. And I will paste it for y'all if you want to get into Brock's basement. Alright, view your channel, live, go to live, and I do not want to hear my own voice, that's horrible. And here we go into chat, Control V, send, and I'm going to pin this. Okay. That is the invitation to Brock's basement. Brock, I'm reworking my friend's troll level. Yo, W troll level. I mean, maybe not, because troll levels are either, like, kind of funny or just, like, horrible. Just impossible to play. I actually had an idea. I want to put this, just for simplicity's sake, I want to put this on, instead of Z order 1, I want to put this on, wait, hold on. Because if I kept in mind that for this background piece, it needs to be... You know, like the most far backward object is 0 to 2. So that means, because I want now, I think, 2 layers, yeah, maybe, yeah, I think 2 layers will be good. 2 layers, I will want to move this back 2. So let's just go back 2. So we're at -2. If we go to our sun, we also want to put that at -2. Okay, now we have this opened up to build our hills and palm trees. So let's, what's a nice hilly green color? Maybe like a little bit darker like that. I think that's good. And then we can put this on B5, 0 to -1. Alright, 4,000 attempts, still haven't beaten it. Okay. Right now I have a couple thousand attempts on Crazy because I originally jumping and beat it Crazy, but then I died at 96. I decided to get better at the game, then go back to doing Crazy. That is honestly a very wise choice. Very, very good idea you had there. So to make this look more like a hill and less like a random just arc, I'm gonna warp this a bit. So that looks weird. How do we make it look like a hill without making it look like something from Mario, but also not making it look like a burger bun? Like, how do we do that? Like, what do we do? Alright. So we got 4th at the tournament today, but we were 271 and 3rd place was 273, low-key tragic. I mean, 4th place is pretty good considering tournaments are massive for any sport, really. I'm so glad there's a Brocketeer server now. Yeah, it's a W. I hear the echo. Yeah, the echo was there for like a single second, but it's gone now. You're safe. Wait, I just realized I could stretch this out to be like taller than it is wide, and then just put this down here, and it should look natural, right? Okay, it does not look natural, but it looks better than it did. So you know what? Let's just try to warp this way, and... Okay, you know what? That's good. We'll keep that how it is, because, you know, I'm basing this off of California, and California is very... I mean, not very mountainous, but it's kind of mountainous. So, yeah. I got him watch Decimal. Oh, yeah, if he's streaming, that's sick. They had no deca, so changed gameplay a little, removed trolls, and started some deca. Oh, cool. Look at my message. Wait. Shaggy? That one? Oh. Probably I hear the echo. Okay. I'm working on my 5th demon. I'm doing crescendo. Ooh. Dude, 5th demon already is kind of insane. That's W Joker Jacks. I just realized I also want to move my groups up a little bit if I'm going to be doing this here. So if I select all of this, it's group 13 and 14. But why do we have 2 different groups? That's the question. What is group 14 for? Oh, because group 13 moves everything simultaneously in 14. So we actually want to change this to 15. And then we change this all to group 15. And does that change anything? No, it does not. Beautiful. Just want to play this gameplay a little bit. Yo, the block deco is pretty good. I was kind of doubting how good it looked, like, you know, before, but it looks pretty good, not gonna lie. Alright, back to these hills here. So, I'm kind of just gonna take these. Can I scale this up at all? Nope, it's locked there. So, I'm gonna kind of move this around and, like, scale it up for some places. You know, like here. That looks fine, I guess. I did Shiver, the Nightmare, the Lightning Road, Demon Mix. Wow, that's a lot of demons. There was only 5 teams. Oh, that is kind of rough. Maybe make it wider. Oh, never mind. But my solo division is tomorrow, so I'm going to try and lock in there. Yeah, good luck. That's so sick. Yeah, it's pretty mountainous. Yeah. This is actually a really good design, especially for a 9 Circles level. Yeah, thank you. I meant on Discord. OMG. W Jax, W Sean's, yeah, bro, I'm doing some basic Oglow. You want to see basic Oglow? You want to see the epitome of basic Glow? Alright, so, basically I'm making this level. This is a level I've just been working on when I'm bored, because, like I have nothing else to do. So I can build something other than drift, and it's literally the definition of glow spam. Just making your level look good by just adding glow in places it does not need to be. Like foreground glow, like nobody wants that. But it's there. Also, it's kind of unbalanced for a 4-star. I mean 5-star. I mean, this is pretty cool. I do like that effect. It's kind of cool. And that's all I have done so far, but yeah, that's what it is. Let's go back and yep, that placed my start positions. Okay, back to drift. I'm not getting distracted as much today. I'll probably still get distracted, but I'm going to try not to get as distracted. So, what I want to do is I want to copy and paste this hill over. We're going to add like a little gap in between these 2 hills, though. We're going to copy and paste it again, but I'm going to make it smaller. But I'm going to try to keep the dimensions. And then, we're going to copy and paste this over again. But then we're going to add one of these big hills over here. Oh, and I forgot. I need to add this all to group 14. So I want to add this like halfway, like barely touching that. Actually, that's probably good. Okay, let's add this all to group 14 and get it to move and create this sort of parallax effect. It doesn't need to be that good of parallax, just like a few layers, not like true parallax, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And let's actually add one of these small hills over here. Oh. I said, okay, over here. Beautiful. And let's just add one right there. Okay. Now we need to select all. Dang it, I just died at 84. Oof. Brock, check your basement. Alright, let's check my basement. Did I actually close out of Discord? Bro, I didn't minimize it. I accidentally closed it. Let's boot up Discord again. Alright. What's up, basement dwellers? Yo, I've been busy. Is there an updated version of Drift out yet? Also, 20% on Limbo, I guess. What? 20% on Limbo? Dang, bro. Everyone's making progress on Limbo. Maybe I gotta start making progress on Limbo. Holy guacamole. Alright, so yeah. Since Geode had a small update, I got all my stuff back in GD and I can start working on Shattered Obsidian. Oh, W. Honestly, still better than mine at the moment. I mean, building takes time to get good at. Like, it's a big time commitment, I'm not gonna lie. We also need to add this to group 13 so it moves along with the player. So now let's add, I actually want to go back to group 7. We're gonna move this up and make, actually up 2 so we can make way for the, oh, I forgot. This, because we want our palm trees group, wait. Do I want the palm tree? Yes, I do. Wait, but do I? Yes, I do. Wait, but do I? Wait. Never mind. Just ignore any of what I just did. Basically, we're going to be adding another move trigger here. Move group 14. And we're going to have it move backwards. Negative, wait, how much was this? I need to check this one and see what it was. So this was negative, so over 1,000 seconds moves negative 50,000 blocks. So this will be over the course of 1,000 seconds. Let's try moving it negative 3,500,000, whatever. I don't know. That number backwards. Let's try it. I don't like how blurry those look. You know what? It's fine. Hold on. I wanna see how it looks when I actually play it. It's kind of ugly. Like it's so blurry. Yo, do you think like a little bit of blur around the hills is fine, or like should I try to fix that? What do y'all think? No, 89. Oh, tragic. So, oh yeah, I also need to update the drift layout, but I haven't because it's really hard to update it. Brock, let's race on Limbo. I'm tempted. I can't lie and say that I'm not tempted to, because Limbo, dude, I don't know what it is about that level, but it's been tempting me to play it, bro. I thought you were doing Cataclysm. What? Nah, wait, what? Oh, should I jump from 9 Circus to Limbo? Yes and no. Try it, and 99% chance it doesn't work out. And when it doesn't, or I guess if it doesn't, then, I mean, you know, pick something easier. Like I always say, you never know you can do something if you never try it, so I'd recommend to just try it and see if you can do anything. Like, I'm not here to tell you what you can and can't do, but I'll give you suggestions, so yeah. Sprout OMG, practice the end. Yeah, you gotta practice the end. It's the triple spike. That triple spike is a little bit blind. Loki looks good. Okay. Alright, we'll keep it then. We'll keep it. Now, palm trees time, guys. I love palm trees. They're so cool. And now we're gonna build some. So basically, I don't know how I'm gonna build palm trees, but I have an idea. Hold on, let me look up a reference image. Okay, cartoon palm tree images. Okay, what looks like a good that's a good reference. All right. So, alright, there we go. We're back in. So, basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one of these blocks, and we are going to make them palm tree colors. So, first we got to have this brown. Ooh, how do we make that shade of brown? Hold on. That's going to be hard to do. Maybe like... Oh, I actually think I nailed it right there. Holy moly. Okay. In that... Dang it, I changed color 1. Color 1 was just white, wasn't it? Was it white? I hope it was. Does that change anything? Because color 1 is white and color 2 is black, if I'm correct. Because that's what I do with most... Yep, I think so. So in all my levels that I make, well, most of them, at least, color 1 is white and color 2 is black. And that's, you know, pretty basic colors. Alright, what's our next available color? 11. So for 11, let's just try to recreate that color. We nailed it again. Actually, just a little brighter. Or no, a little more white. Alright. So let's copy that and move up to group 12. We'll paste that and make it darker for the other part of the palm tree. But this one needs to be 11. But then we will take one of... Okay, back here, we have these blocks, alright? And we gotta remember to do... Oh yeah, in this last group, I almost forgot. This last group here, alright? Select absolutely everything, and we do extra, don't fade, don't enter, no touch, no glow. And go to the next group. Now what we're going to do is we are going to make both of these color 12, the base and the detail. Then I'm going to scale this down to 0.80, looks good. And let's move that like that maybe? Because what I want to do, I just realized I'm going to need 3 layers for the palm trees alone, so I'm going to have to adjust the layering again. So what I'm going to do is, so the last layer on palm trees will be 1, and the -1 and -2, and that means that this has to be, all of this has to be -3. This has to be -4, right? Wait. Am I tripping? Oh, they're on the same layer. Alright. So, basically, we have both of these on -4, I think is what we need. Because then, -3, -2, -1, 1. Okay. I think that's it, actually, that we're going to need for these. Alright. I'm going to beat a medium demon for electrodynamics. I mean, completely valid. Low-key jumping from something that's not an extreme demon to something that is a list demon is a terrible idea. I would have to agree with that for the most part. I'm blocking Michigan, not gonna lie. Dang. Electrodynamics isn't that hard, bro. It's, I would say, like, you know, it's not completely out of the question to call it a demon. Like, I know it's, like, not a controversial, it's only, like, kind of a controversial opinion, but, like, if electrodynamics got upgraded to demon, I don't know if there'd be a lot of people complaining about that, because it's a hard level. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is quite a difficult level for, you know, not being a demon. Like, it's by far the hardest. Absolutely by far the hardest Rob Top non-demon level. Okay, so now I'm going to scale this down. I'm going to try my best to scale this down uniformly, but like only by a tiny bit. So I think that looks pretty uniform. And then I'm going to rotate it. Okay, so I just realized a slight problem. I can't rotate it because these blocks normally have hitboxes. So we have to find a version of this half block that does not have a hitbox. Or, you know what? We don't even have to use that. We can just use one of these. And we can, I said one of these. And make it color 12. And make it on B5 and Z order -2 or 1? 1, I think. Because this is -2. Correct. Alright. We got it. So. Okay, but then why... Oh, wait, no, never mind. Wait, no. Hold up. This needs to be -1, and this needs to be -2. We got it. Alright. Now I'm going to move this half a block down, and I'm going to warp this, so it's like that. But then I also want to move it down like that. Palm trees are cool. Basically, need to beat my first extreme. It's final. I'm doing grief before electrodynamics. Alright, bro. Rock, what's your next long form going to be about? It's going to be my completion of Theory of Everything 3, and it's going to be called Revisiting the Level That Held Me Back. I don't know if it'll do good. I hope it does good. I need it to do good, but if it doesn't, whatever. It's fine. Okay, so I don't know if that's too, like, not subtle of a rotation. I feel like it should be a little more subtle, and then let's just, like, barely adjust this. This palm tree might be a little bit tedious to make, but it's fine because it's going to look good. So, and that's all that matters. So let's just keep, I just realized I did not change the size of this. The size of this should decrease, like, ever so slightly, like 0.5, let's say. We can also move this down to fit on there again. And then we'll just do that again. So we will copy and paste this, move it up, rotate it slightly. What's a good rotation? I feel like that should be pretty good. And then we scale it down to 0.90 this time. Wait, no, or maybe we just scale it down to 0.95 each time, because I think it resets after each. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I think it's turning out pretty good so far. I think that looks pretty good. Alright, now we take this, copy and paste it, move it up, rotate it a little bit more, scale it down to 0.95. How many stocks should we make this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 6. Right now we're at 4. I just said stocks, but I have no idea if that's the proper term for it. I do not know trees. I feel like that actually be, if we just put like leaves right there to look good, but I think I want to go a little bit more in case I want to make some taller looking palm trees, because I go to Florida a lot, and in Florida there are a lot more taller palm trees. You know, I guess California is kind of the same, but everyone kind of has that image in their heads of the you know, like littler palm trees, kind of like what I'm making. All right. Now one more, and then we will start on the leaves. So we rotate this a little bit. Oh, I can also mirror this. And maybe I should have... Actually, I could just realize I can easily make like a straight palm tree. So I'm going to make a straight palm tree and a gay palm... I mean and a curved palm tree. Let me scale this down. And I think that's pretty good for the stock of our palm tree. Wait, that turned out really good, actually. Besides this looking like a little big, so I'm actually going to take all of this and move it down. Yeah, that looks good. Actually, no, we're going to move that up. 1. Yes. Straight palm tree and a gay palm tree. Yes, exactly. I'm going to jump from bloodbath to tax evasion. Alright, bro. Then tax evasion is stereo minus W jump. Brock, you should 100% look at my deco in your server GD channel. I think I already saw it. If you're the one that posted the kind of block looking deco, like, oh yeah, that is you. Yeah, that looks good, dude. Like, keep going with that. That looks good. That could be worthy of a feature. I'm not gonna lie. If the gameplay is good, it could absolutely be worth a feature. All right, Def Stereo Madness might be a little too hard for real. Yeah, that's real, bro. Blast processing is the best though. Blast processing is cool. Did he look? He did look at your deco, didn't? Oh yeah, I did. Yeah. Boom. Straight palm tree and gay palm tree. Yeah. So this is our game palm tree. Now we need our straight palm tree. So basically, I'm gonna take this. We're gonna copy and paste it over, and I'm gonna move it like over here. All right. So, also, I should probably move this up a little bit more past. You know, like above where you could probably see it in the level. I gotta stop doing that, holy moly. So, Clutterfunk is the best main level. Fight me. I'm not gonna fight you because that is a valid opinion. So, now what we're gonna do, we gotta make our straight palm tree now. So let's, did I just copy and paste that twice? I think I did. Did I not? I guess I didn't. Okay, copy and paste, move up, and now we scale it down to 0.95 and move it up like that, and then up, scale down to 0.95, move it up 1 like that, up, Scale down to 0.95. This one we need to move down a little bit. I think that looks good. Move it up, scale down to 0.95, and move it down a little bit, move it up a little bit, yeah. And then one more. Actually, for this one, I think we'll keep it as 5 of these sections. I'm making fan art right now of Driftway. That's so sick. I'm excited to see that. Okay, so now we need to figure out how to make these leaves. So on these leaves, they don't need to be that complicated. They might be hard to make, but we'll see how they turn out. So, my question is, though, how in the world am I going to do... I just had an idea. It might be object heavy. We'll see how it turns out, okay? I'm basically going to try building the leaf really big. We're going to see how that works out. How many objects? Oh my goodness, 12,000 objects so far. Chat, I think we're cooked. Like, I think y'all's PCs are just, like, fried. They're just done for. I think it would look weird to have the palm tree green be the same green as the hills. So what I'm going to do instead is, or what I'm going to do for these is I'm going to make it, like, a really, like, nice light green. Like, more, like, a little more yellow like that. We're just going to make it, like, a very, like, nice bright green like that. I think that's, like, a perfect color. So basically, I'm going to flip this around, copy and paste this, flip this around. I said flip this around and move it over. And these are like the little divots, okay? So in my reference image, there are 2 divots. So let's actually just fill it in like this, okay? Because the divots are important. I want them in here. Whoops. I want them in here. So let's copy and paste this, move it over like that. And, ooh, I just realized the tops of these need to be curved. Wait, I just realized that's not going to be a problem. Never mind. We're good. I thought we had a problem, but we do not have a problem in the slightest. So, now, I want to add these pieces. So how much should I add? Probably like 3 to the inside of here, and then 1 here. And then, I think now we can start doing this little curve. So, where's my curved piece? Right there. There it is. So now I'm going to scale this up to 2 times its original size, move it over half a block, move it up half a block, change this to 13, and put another one of these, make sure to snap it on the grid, and then I'm going to warp it. So I'm going to move the center of the warping tool to this one right here, because what I want to do, that is not centered. Right. Ooh, every time I get it centered, man. Okay, that's good. Now we move this across here. Just realized I'm actually going to need to do 2 of these. So, what I'm going to have to do is probably like this. That's perfect. Copy and paste this. Flip it horizontally. Move it over like that. That looks horrendous. Oh my goodness. Why does it look so bad? That might be one of the worst things I've ever made, and I just realized why. Because that is not how a palm tree looks. This is good. We're keeping this, but the problem here is that the palm trees, the palm, oh my goodness. So, it curves up and over like this, okay? Is the car in Drift the one in the music video? It is, yeah. After this stream, we're boxing. Okay. Tidal Wave is the best Rob Top level SMH? Yeah, honestly. Alright, bro. Mobile ain't even loading this level. Yeah, it's done for. Is the car in Drift? Oh, yeah. So, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to make this look at least somewhat normal without cutting off these. Because in the reference image, okay, it goes up and over like this, but then how am I gonna do this, bro? It's like kind of confusing. Or I could just not put like the divots at all. But I should, because it'll look better with these little divots. So, let me just try to warp it and make it look how it's supposed to. So we need the center to be here. We need to warp it with the center being this corner. It doesn't need to be perfect, although I accidentally just made it perfect. Whoops. So what it needs to do is it needs to go over like this, but then that just completely covers up. Like, this is the exact curve that I need. The only problem is it covers up these divots that I made. So the question is, how do we fix that? There are no mythic extreme demons that aren't platformer. Yeah, bro, we need a mythic, like, normal extreme demon. Orbit might be the first. I don't think it's going to get mythic. It's probably going to get epic at most. Because RobTop is really hard with his extreme demon ratings for, like, no reason. I had an idea. Okay. Actually, it might not work. Actually, it will. Hold on. Wait, chat. We got this, chat. Alright. Here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to warp this, move the center of this to the bottom here, and we're going to move this up like that. Except for, ooh, that's a problem because we also need this to go up like this. So we almost need, like, is there like a quarter circle we can use? Or no? Or I mean like an eighth circle? Because that would be pretty nice. But we do not have that. Interesting. Okay then, I guess we're just going to have to work with this. So, I'm going to try moving this up half, but then I can always change it later. Then I'm going to add another one of these curve pieces. I said one of these curve pieces. Yes, there we go. We got a normal one. So, I'm going to rotate this around, copy and paste it, rotate it around, and now we got this piece. I'm going to move it to, where's the center of this? Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks across, which means the halfway point will be on a line, which would be right there. And now we can warp this to be how we want it to be. But I gotta move this center to the bottom here. And then move this up. Yo, I think that looks good. I think it actually, okay, it doesn't look good. Okay, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look good. That's the thing. We're getting there. Okay, it's a work in progress. So, I feel like this is kind of a good start, but we also need this to kind of come down to a point here. So maybe what we need to do is we need to, oh my goodness, bro. Hey, freaking dog. Alright. So, now the question is, what do we do here to make it look normal? Do we just kind of, like, rotate it and, like, play around with it until it looks okay? Maybe what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to do a uniform scale, like that, and then I'm going to try to snap it here to the grid like that. But then I can warp it, I can move this down here, and do that. And then I feel like that looks good enough that at this point we could take this whole thing and make sure that we have all these on B5, all these on Z order -1, or is it 1? I think it's 1 that we need. And we go to don't fade, don't enter, no touch, no glow. And we warp this to be more flat and elongated. Or maybe like that. I think it looks fine. It doesn't look good, but it looks fine. Okay. I'll probably get epic or legendary because gameplay. Oh yeah, that's true. Epic would be absurd. Yeah, that the daily is epic. If you think orbit is equivalent to this crap, then you're already bonkers. How long did you think it would take you to get 1,000 subs when you created this channel? I thought it would take me a year and a half. I mean, sub count has kind of slowed down, 1, because I stopped uploading as frequently, but 2, because Geometry Dash is slightly dying, but I feel like when Jinxie comes back to it, it's gonna get a revival again, which should be pretty nice for channel growth. So, we have this piece, and I'm kind of just gonna save it up here, in case we need to revise it. But, basically, I'm gonna take this, okay, I'm going to rotate it down a little bit. Oh, I also need 2 tree colors, because we need that one and then a darker version. So I'm just going to move this down right onto here. And why is this behind this? Wait. This is Z order -1. This is Z order 1. So why is this behind this one? Oh, because that's on B2. Hold on. I just remembered I gotta make sure that all of these are on B5. And why is this car on this layer? Bro, you do not belong on this layer. You belong on layer 8, I think. Wait, no. Yes, layer 8. Alright. I'm gonna make a horror level where you have to escape an ultra-realistic clubstep monster, but Squidward's inside trying to stop you. That's quite the concept. Good luck. W dog barking and ruining the screen. Warp trigger abuse. It's not warp trigger abuse, it's just warp abuse. Poor warp trigger. That is... Okay. Good thing I saved that as a... Did that... Hold on. Did that undo making everything layer B5? Because if that did, that might be a slight problem. Oh, no, it didn't. Because going back does not undo layering stuff. So, just select this again, copy and paste this, move it down. And, now let's move it, like, directly onto here and rotate it down a little bit. And then move it down again. Okay. And then I want to copy and paste this and move it, like, up a little bit. And I want to make this one the darker color. So let's actually take this, copy it, but then move up to 14, paste it, and just make it darker. I don't really care how the layering... Actually, I do care how the layering goes, so I might need to adjust layering again, but maybe not. We'll see how it goes. If it starts getting all screwed up, then I'll change it, but for now, it's probably fine. Okay, so yes, it's getting all screwed up. Wait, but that's not a layering problem, that's a coloring problem. Okay. Let me just undo all of what I just did. Okay. Okay. So yeah, let's try to redo that. So let's take this, copy and paste it, move this up, rotate it just a little bit up, and let's see what we can do with this. Okay, what is going on with this? Oh, because detail's still 13. Frickin' detail. Alright. Now let's do this one as 13, and then also move the detail to 13. Okay. Bro forgot Z layers exist. Yeah. I should probably be using them because this could get screwed up in the future. But, that's a problem for future me, not current me. So, current me doesn't care. I mean, that's a pretty promising start to a pretty good palm tree, if I do say so myself. The drift fan art is going to be done when you start doing the wave, because I need to know what that'll look like for my drawing. Oh, okay. Yeah. Dude, I got a cool idea for the wave design. Yo, I'm really liking how this is turning out. Like, even just with the hills without the palm trees. Like, it looks good. Kind of looks like an LDM, but, like, I'm not good enough to decorate, like, a good-looking level that's like this. I'm trying my best. Okay, one problem, though. This first coin is really annoying to get. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that first coin might just be the worst coin in all of GD history. Because, like, not only do you have to press that late, it's also, like, you know, dependent on the next few timings are dependent on that timing. And it makes it really hard to read. And then there, the background cuts off. That'll need to be extended. Whoops. Okay, let's keep going with our palm tree here. So now I need to copy and paste this. I need to flip it along this direction. I need to change it to 14 and 14. And I'm going to rotate it pretty steep this way. And move it over here. I also might add some coconuts maybe to hide this clutter. But yeah. And then let's add this, make this back to 13 and 13, and move this down and over, and copy and paste it one last time, and move this 13 and 13. Oh, no, this needs to be dark. So 14 and 14, and move this down again. Yo, I think that's like kind of a good palm tree. I mean, it could be better. There are these holes for some reason. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if y'all can see that. Oh, y'all can see that. I don't know what's up with these holes, but like, whatever, bro. It's fine. It's fine. You're not gonna be looking that close at the palm trees anyway. And now I gotta do that again for this curved palm tree. So I'm actually gonna move this palm tree out further. And I'm gonna take this again. And this time it's going to be reversed. So we're gonna start with this one, where I'm just gonna angle it down slightly. And I feel like this is a good starting position. And copy and paste this, moving it up like that, or maybe like a 45-degree angle. I feel like that's better. Moving both these to detail or color group 14, color channel. And then let's move this like almost vertical. And then change it back down and move this over. And now I think we're done with that side. Now we can take these. Just realized these were not reversed. That's probably fine. Wait, they were. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo that. So let's just, yeah, take this whole thing and reverse it. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna start there again. And then move this down like that. Copy and paste it. Move it up to about a 45-degree angle. And move this to 14 and 14. I mean, this is like kind of fun, but it's also like a little tedious. Move this almost vertical. And 13, 13, and now we take this normal one. I'm going to copy and paste it, make it 14. And then for this one, we're going to angle this up like, let's do like a pretty shallow angle. Not pretty shallow, but like kind of shallow. And that's probably good. Copy and paste that. Let's make it like just barely not flat. And make it 13 and 13. And then also make this one droop like pretty low, this leaf. Alright, W palm tree glaze, low key. Yo, that's peak. Yeah, it's like actually pretty good, I think. You gotta put like black glow behind the blocks, they blend in a lot. Okay, good tip. Is that 50% 4x cube in Crazy 2 is less balance? What? Then a Jonathan GD lever? Okay then. Add black glow to the center of the palm tree leaves. That's actually, wait, that's a good idea. It's a good idea, but I've already placed these down and I don't want to replace them. Maybe I'll do it later if I feel like it. Let's make sure. Whoops. There we go. Let's make sure that when the game redraws this, when I enter this, that it doesn't mess up all the layering and make this look terrible, like my old levels where I did not know what layering was. No, it does not make it absolutely horrible. Let's cover up these with some coconuts, though. So, unfortunately, we are going to have to... Wait. I mean... I could just move all of that layer up. No, because that's... Whatever. Place black glow in the center of where the leaves go into. Oh, wait, that's actually a really good idea. And then I don't have to worry about layering stuff, because coconuts I try to go into not a whole lot of detail, but some pretty good detail. Alright, so let's make that glow black, make sure it's on B5, and the Z order is 1. I mean, to me it looks slightly weird. Maybe let's try to scale this up a little bit. Because what is this supposed to be, like, do? I mean, it kind of works. Wait, it's actually good. Wait, never mind. Looking at it from further away, it looks good. Now let's move this over to here. And do the same thing. Except for let's make this one a little bit bigger. Also, I want this to be a nice even number for literally no reason, so let's scale it up to 1.20. Yeah, I think that's pretty good, and it clutters up a lot of this mess here. I just want to move this one a little lower. Just make sure it's right on where all these leaves converge. Alright, after Crescendo, I'm doing Platinum Adventure and Speed Race for good choices. I'm going back to RGB now, alright. But I also want to do some other levels by SPKL, the maker of Shiver. Yeah, his levels are pretty good. Pro tip for beating levels, click in the spot you're supposed to. Good tip. You can beat Eternus that way. SPKL actually has very good levels, yeah. Def, thanks so much, I didn't even consider that. Make more leaves for the front and back so it gives it perspective. Ooh. I could do that, but I don't want to put too much effort into these palm trees. I do want to start placing them. And I do want it to look like kind of cartoony, not super like ultra realistic. It's a good tip, but I feel like for now this is great. I meant place black glow in the center where the leaves go into. Oh yeah, we just did that. Make the black glow behind the leaves. Interesting. Because I mean, okay, let's try that actually. Because if we put it on -1, then that's what it looks like. And it looks to me a little bit weird. I don't know. The question is, how do we clutter up this mess without messing up the layering here? I think I have an idea actually. What I'm going to do is just a very simple solution. This is the one that does not pulse with the beat of the song, right? I need it to not do that, so... Wait, no, that definitely is the one that pulses to the beat of the song. I need the circle that doesn't do that. Oh, it's literally just this, I forgot. So let's make a coconut. So let's actually use these same wood colors. And I'm just going to do all this layering. I'm going to try to make the layering, like, okay. But I did not do these in order with, like, the other backgrounds. So I kind of have to squish a bunch of stuff into one layer. So, yeah. Also, please link every individual leaf strengthening to make it easier to select them. That probably would have been a good idea before I placed all of these. Whoops. Also, please play the level I sent in the Discord. Alright, let's check it out. Hold up. Where is it? I assume maybe it's in Geometry Dash. Bracketeer play. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, let's do it. Why did that look... Oh, when I exited this, it looked golden. Okay. 1, 3, 2, 5, 4, 1, 0, 6, 5. For alternate paths in the piston part. Drift pistons update. Alright. Let's go into practice mode. I remember when drift looked like this. Bro. Yo, I don't. That is not my wave. Wait, that is my wave. Never mind. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot, he made it crazy. Yo, it's crazy. Wait, that's actually, like, really cool. Wait. I like this. And there's like a lot of different paths as well. Although I'm pretty sure this path is impossible since that piston closes, but let's see what other paths there are. Maybe if we go back. Dude, I like this. What if we go up? Can you go up, or is it... You can go up. Whoops. What if I just go as high as I can here? Dude, this is really cool. This is fire. I like, all the fakes make it like a really nice memory section. And I do love the fact that there's like so many different paths you can take. Let's do the end in one attempt here. Okay, not one, 2 attempts. 3 attempts. Oh, okay. Okay then, that's an interesting way to die. That is very cool though. I'm so consistent at 26 to 60. Sick. Also, I don't know why I said also. I'm just gonna go back into drift. So yeah, let's cover up these shenanigans with palm trees. Please make the glow a really dark green. Oh, that could look good. I mean, I probably shouldn't have crammed all this layering stuff into as few layers as I did. I could always, you know what? I could always extend all of this stuff, like, you know, back a few layers. So you know what I'm gonna do? how many layers do we need? Because the layering of this stuff does not really matter that much to me. Would you possibly consider using that? Yes, I'm seriously considering using that. Maybe not that exactly, but I'll try to make my own version of it. Yes, I'm seriously considering that. It's very cool. As in the level I sent, yes, yeah. So let's change all of the Z values for these. So basically, how many do we want? Our coconut will have 1, 2, 3 layers for the coconut. Okay. And I think that's it, because the layers, if these get screwed up, I don't care, because then they won't just look like a pinwheel, you know? So it actually might be good. So you need to move it back 3 layers. So let's select all of these and edit group. They're all in B5, that's good. And 1, 2, 3. So they're back 3 layers now. We need to select all of these. Holy moly, they look ugly. One, two, three. Now we have layers to build our coconut. So this is on layer -4, so we have this will be -3, right? -3. Okay. And let's just copy and paste that over. Take that, copy and paste it, rotate it, put it down here. And my bad. And oh wait, no, this actually needs to be -2. We're going to copy and paste this. This is going to be -3. And we are going to scale this up just a little bit to give it like a nice outline, and then make this a darker shade of brown. Actually, I want to make this 11, color 11. Actually, no. Actually, I want this. This is good. So now we are going to add some little holes here. So this will be, hold on. It'll be 1 Z layer above this, so Z layer -1. Alright, and now, what color did I want to use? I wanted to use 11. I'm going to scale that down to 0.75 and move this to make 3 little holes, so it looks kind of like a bowling ball, except for I actually want this to be a lot smaller. I think that's actually better. Me putting so much effort into a palm tree no one's gonna see. Anyways, let's take this, let's warp it down. I wish there was a way to like do like a uniform. Okay, there is. I thought that just made it so you can't warp it, but I literally just said I wish there was a way you could do uniform warping when there literally was. So that probably would have been nice to find out a little sooner. It's fine though. Let's just move this down and place our coconuts. Why are they going behind the leaves? That does not make any sense. Ah, I just realized. It's because our leaves... Oof, that might be a problem, because our leaves are on a higher group, and they need to be... Because, yeah, these are 1. I need them to be 3 groups backwards. So -2. Because, yeah, this is -4, so I need it at -3. So then this can go up to... Then this can go up to -1. Because... Wait. Okay, I guess we'll just do this and then see if I'm doing it right. So let's select all of these. And make it go back to -3. That screwed everything up. Let's actually, I think it'd be easier to select this whole thing, make it go to -3, and then I could just change these to the same group as these, which is -5, and it's all fixed. Well, not entirely. We still have some of these things. Alright. Okay. So basically, this is all screwed up. By the way, it's Z layers, then Z order, so if it's on a higher Z layer but a lower Z order, it will still be higher. L darken wave, yeah, it looks horrible to play. Okay, so basically I permanently screwed up the leaves, but that's okay because we can just redo these leaves, okay? So what I'm going to do to make this a lot easier than I'm making it for myself is I'm going to put the palm trees here on Z order -10, but okay, I'm going to do the palm trees layering first, and then I'm going to do everything afterward. So basically, I'm going to take all the leaves and delete them for now because they're really easy to build, so I don't really care about what happens to them. And then I just got to fix the layering on these. Wait. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to make... delete all these. And then also, let's figure out how we, let's figure out how do we link all these, okay? How do we, is it edit group, maybe? Because I do want to link these so they are, all, you know, so when I select one of them, it selects all of them. So how do we do that? Do I go to this, regroup, create loop, align X, select all left, select all right, new group X, new group Y. Yeah, how do we do this? Top 10 most coconuts of coconut? Yeah. Bro, like, actually, how do we do this? Like, I want to loop, or I want to make all these just like one object. So how do you do that? Edit group. I thought it would be an edit group. Maybe it's an extra. Maybe extra 2. Anim? No. Don't know what that did. Probably something bad. That is not what I intended. So, okay, let's figure out how we do this. Let's just try clicking buttons, I guess. New group X maybe? Nope, that wasn't it. Well, don't know what that did, but it's not good. So let's just remove all of these. It's so weird when you get used to a decorated version of level, then you do the layout. Yeah, you're live. I am live. Yeah. So how do we make this one object? So like I just select one of them, and so I just like, oh, piece as a single object as a group parent. That is not what I don't know why I read that out loud. How do we do it? How do we make it so when we select this one leaf, I don't get the text no more? Yeah, bro, I forgot. Okay, we're just going to leave this for later. What I'm going to do now is for these, let's have this all on group -10 on B5. And this will be, actually, maybe we'll do -15 because I have a feeling I'm going to need a lot of layers for other stuff that I have. So let's do -15 just to be safe. We can always have empty layers. And palm tree, or this needs to be negative. Oh wait, no. It needs to be this, 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 and this need to be -14. And go into settings and enable link editor settings. Just press the cog and look. Okay. So you said go into settings and to the cog. Yo, I don't think I'm in the right settings. Where is this? Go into settings and enable link. Okay, so where are the settings? Is this the settings? Like, I don't see enable link anywhere. I feel like I haven't improved this stupid wave in weeks. Dang, that sucks. I freaking swear I'm about to drop crazy too. I'm dying to the weirdest thing humanly possible, and I'm inconsistent and keep dying to the Jonathan GD balance 4x cube. It's okay. That's like a hard cube. It's a hard section. Wrong cog, bro. I mean the cog next to the play button. Click one cog, not two. Cog next to the play button. And then where is it? Wait, never mind. I think it is two cogs. Mini mode, two-player mode, flip gravity, reverse gameplay, dual mode, mirror mode, rotate gameplay, no time penalty. Yo, 68 to 88 on thinking space. I think I can get 68 to 100. Bro, sweaty. Nah, I'm kidding. Hold up, let me actually find out. I forgot where it was. Alright, I'll just keep working on this until then. I just realized the next thing I have to do to work on this is just build this, so yeah. Yo, let me just play Crazy 2. Let's just do Crazy 2 one time. Maybe a few times. Okay, so I'm used to playing this on mobile where there's a lot of delay, and that dash orb would always give me a hard time, but it shouldn't anymore. Okay, bro. I forgot how fun this level is. It's like actually like a really fun level. Okay, click two lines. Okay. So drift. Let's edit swipe. So you click the two lines, then cog, then enable link controls in the bottom left. Oh, I see. So now we can go to this, and then what do we do from here? Wait, but then is it? It's not automatically linked. Oh, right here. Okay. So why are there two of them? What? Oh, okay. Okay then. And now this should be linked. Yes. Okay. Beautiful. Wonderful. Amazing. So we have these linked now. So now this will be. Just realized I can just edit this. And okay. So for this one, let's do let's copy and paste, or let's make sure this is on 0 to negative 13, and let's copy and paste this down and rebuild this palm tree. Okay, here we go again. Let's rotate this down like that. And then copy and paste it and move it up a little. Do 14 and 14. And oof, I just realized we might still have problems with layering. So what I might actually do is we'll do this one negative 13, this one negative 11, and then this one negative 12. We'll just kind of mix up like all the layering on these palm trees so it doesn't just look like a pinwheel, if you know what I mean. And then let's copy and paste this, and let's do negative 9, and then reverse this, move it down just a little bit. Oh, actually, we want to keep this up a little. And we gotta make sure this is 14. Copy and paste this, move it down, and let's put this on 0 to negative 10. Move it back up to 13. And then this one will be negative 11. Okay, so we got good layering on all of these, I think. Beautiful. I feel like that's a pretty good palm tree. And now let's take this coconut here, and it will be, what is the highest? I think this is the highest layer. So this is negative 9, so this should be 0 to, oh wait, I just realized I need to unlink this and make sure, oh boy. Okay, so what happened to the border here? What happened to the border? Hold on. I'm just gonna rebuild this entire coconut. So let's put this as color 9, and the group will be negative 8, I think. That should be pretty good. Or no, negative 7. Copy and paste this, rotate it. Okay, and now we're going to take this, copy and paste it, scale it up, and negative 7, wait. Okay, that did not work. There we go. So this will be, because our highest layer need a reminder, negative 9. So this needs to be negative 7. Negative 7 here. And the next one will be negative 8. We'll copy and paste this. We'll scale this up to 0.10 and put this on negative 8. And this color will be the dark brown. And then we will take these things, we will scale them down as much as we can and move them to negative 6. Wow, this is amazing. Your vids are peak. Reminds me of Name Explain. Almost up. Yo, thank you. Background changes would be epic. What do you think, Brock? Yeah, so there's going to be at the ball part, like before the drop, the sun is gonna set and it's gonna look awesome, dude. Just trust the process, bro. It's gonna look so sick. I can't wait to show y'all what I've been thinking about. So now let's take this. Let's make sure it's all on B5 and group this. And now I'll move this up and out of the way a little bit. And we'll copy and paste it and move it. Let's actually, can we scale this whole thing down? No, we can't. So let's take this thing, and maybe we'll have to warp it a little bit, but that's fine. We'll just make sure it warps uniformly. Scale it down to, I think that's a good size. Actually, we need it larger to cover up the, you know, problems with where all these leaves converge. Let's actually flip this and move it down like this. Yo, I think that's pretty good. Wait, that's so sick. Brock, please turn up your voice. My voice is all the way up. Yeah. Thanks, but I do not upload. I do not upload it on the channel anymore. I need to make. I thought. Oh, you're talking to Tempered. Okay. Every time I die to the freaking 50 cube on Crazy 2, I'm gonna rap God while scream. Okay, sure. How are you doing it at your age? Yeah, that's insane. Let's keep going with this palm tree shenanigans. Okay, so this will be rotated down pretty far here, and I want to make this one of the darker ones here. And then this one is going to be almost flat, just slightly tilted down. Oh, and I forgot to do layering as well, because this will be, because what, that's negative 15, negative 14, negative 13, negative 12, and this will be negative 10. Then we also need to make sure that this is back down to 13. And then we'll copy and paste this. We'll reverse it. And we'll rotate it up because this needs to be, yeah, 13 here. Color 13. Let's actually move this up a little bit more. And this will be on Z order 11, and then this next one will be on 9, and 14 and 14. Rotate it down here to basically flat. Actually, let's rotate it up a little bit more. Actually, a lot more. I want this at like a 45-degree angle, and then this top one I want to be like tilted pretty far over. Okay, so this one is negative 9, and this next one I want to be 10. And this will be 13 and 13, and this one will be basically flat. And with that, I think our palm trees are, oh, well, we need to add the coconuts. So let's copy and paste. Let's uniformly warp this down and move it in place. Ooh, I just realized a problem with this, with the Z order. So let's delink these and make sure there won't be a problem. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. Let's link these back up. And this is already linked. And we will take this and put this one right here. And then we'll rotate this one down and put it right here. Yeah, like right here. Yo, I think these are good palm trees, honestly. You free tomorrow to help me record? Unfortunately not. I'm actually pretty busy tomorrow. Every time oh yeah, yeah. Oh hey, I'm here again. Oh, what's up? It's Updi. Hey Brock, can you tell me what song I should use for my level? It's either gonna be Runaway by Dagrahamgra, or it's gonna be ENV Bloom Radio Edit by ENV. I would do Bloom. It's honestly just like kind of a banger. I use CBS and I got the click pattern. Oh, yeah, okay. I suggest there should be a traffic light switching to green just before the drop. What do you think? Yes, that is exactly the plan, actually. I'm gonna lie, now that I have my stuff back, I can go live without geode now. Or I can live without geode now. Yeah, that's pretty good. You can survive now, Sprout. Okay. Let's add our palm trees, finally. So let's take this whole thing, and I want to link this up. I'm actually going to be linking a lot of stuff up now that I have this feature. So let's copy and paste this and move this down. And I want to make these actually pretty small, these palm trees, because they're in the background. So I feel like that's a good height for them. And let's make sure that they are on group, what, 13, I think? No, 14 is what we need. Oh, no, 13 and 14. Because any background item needs to be group 13 and 14. Let's make this one a little bit bigger and move it over here. And then this next one, let's do one of these tilted ones this way. And we need to scale it down. And let's copy and paste it. Let's flip the direction, scale it up a little bit, move it up a little bit, and move it over. Let's see how this looks so far. What in the world is going on here? Alright. So the layering is obviously pretty messed up because I completely forgot to change the layering of these as well. Because this needs to, hold on. What is the highest layer that I used for the palm trees? Because if I go to this and if I delink them, the highest layer would be these little holes in the coconut. And that is on layer -6. So the background hills need to be on -5. I also need to relink this coconut back together. Okay, so layer 5. So Z layer 5 will also be editor layer 5, or I guess -5. Okay. Wait, Opti in chat. It's Opti GD. Reply to me. Prove that you exist in this YouTube. That you exist in this YouTube. If GD had AI out into it, I'd probably quit the game. Yeah, I agree. Oh yeah, TS2 Legacy got verified. That's kind of cool. TS2 Legacy. Oh really? I did not know that existed. I'll have to check it out. Alright, this should look normal now. I just realized that the hills need to be behind the palm trees. I don't know what I was thinking putting the palm trees on such a low Z layer, but it's okay. It's not like we're going to go back now, and it's not like it really matters. So they just need to be -16, and then if I go to the sky, so this needs to be -17, right? And then this needs to be -18. And that should be all the layers, correct? Why are the hills still in front of the palm trees? This is all on B5, right? I think it's all on B5. This is on B5. Okay. This is on B5. Why can't I select the hills in this? What layer did the hills go to? Where's the go to? Where's the go to layer key? Where is it? Yo, I guess I'll just have to find it. Yo, where did it go? That is weird. Yo, I know there's a go-to layer button. I just need to figure out where it is. Just got 61 from 0 and 4 attempts. Uncle Samming for the win. Yo, you could beat it. I mean, actually, no. I just realized it's harder than Bloodbath. You probably aren't. Regroup, create loop, align X, align Y, select all left, select all right. Where's the go-to layer button? Bro, I cannot figure this out. I don't even know where the hills are in my own level. But I need to select them because I have, I need to select them because I have all of the, hill layering messed up. Oh, go to layers, literally right there. 16? Holy moly, why is it on 16? Oh, I put it on, oh, just realized I put it on editor layer 16. It needs to be editor layer 5, Z order, -16. And that looks beautiful. Wait. Yo! Yo, is this fire? Also, someone suggested adding dark glow to the top and bottom of the red and white stripes. What do y'all think? Also, I will probably not be streaming for that much longer. I want to put some palm trees in the foreground, and then it'll probably be it for today. Also, I just realized I want to have a white flash at the beginning. I want to have like a layer that's dedicated to just like a white foreground screen. So that'll be layer 9. So layer 10 will be the foreground palm trees layer. So let's take them from layer 6. Okay, let's take this huge one. Alright, copy and paste it. Editor layer 10. Let's go to layer and basically make this almost the whole height of the screen. So I feel like if we just scale this up, if I go up like that and then scale it up like that, it should be good. And then I want to put this on editor layer, oh my goodness, bro, all of these freaking editor layers. Okay, T4, actually no, T3, and, yes, T3, 13, and there's another, I'm pretty sure there's another, thing that I wanted to add, like in the foreground, but maybe not. Can we start a chat on your new server in Discord? I would, but I probably won't be streaming for that much longer, because I'm going to go hang out with my friends, so, yeah. And then we also got to do, oh yeah, there was going to be, like, the cars, but it's fine, that'll come later. Okay, 16, so move target group 16 over the course of 1,000 seconds. It will move backwards 100,000 blocks. Let's just see how that looks. Okay, so that's basically not moving at all. Wait, but shouldn't it move, like, faster than the camera? Wait, it should. So maybe... Let's just see how it looks if I take this whole thing off of group 13. Because it should move faster than the camera, so the entirety of group 16 should move backwards a pretty considerable distance. Okay, so 10,000 is good, but what about 25,000? I think that's good actually. Maybe a bit more. Maybe like 35,000. That's 55,000. 35,000. No, I think 25,000 was the sweet spot. When you leave to go to your friends, you should let me take over the stream. Nah, bro, you're not doing that. I feel like that's actually like perfect. And then what I want to do is go back to this layer. Okay, take this palm tree, copy and paste it, move it to editor layer 10, move it to T3, and go to layer, and let's add a palm tree right here, and then also a larger one right here. Then we're gonna move it out and up like that, and also another, and then we're also gonna add like a little palm tree. So like let's reverse it and warp it down like that, and then move it over here. And then I also want to do another big palm tree over here. So let's make sure that all of this is on T3. Oh, and it needs to be group 13. I just added it to group 13. That was supposed to be 16. Whoops. Okay, the palm trees are way too close together and it makes the gameplay kind of blind at some parts. I need to space them apart a lot more. So let's do like space apart 5 blocks for each one and see how that looks. Okay, that one, which one was it that made the pink orb completely blind? It's this big one. This big one made a pink orb completely blind, so let's move it over 2 blocks and see if that helps. I want to make it so they never block any of the crucial gameplay. See, that also makes it blind, so maybe I'll just make it so this next big palm tree is like way far over. It's nearly 100 spots above it. Consider that you have an unbalanced skill set, or alternatively did it after working on freaking Limbo. Oh, in my opinion, it's not hard. Oh, yeah, about Darkened. Yes, I don't think I have the highest score in Drift again, but I got 43. That's pretty good. IDK the Riddle is not very accurate, especially for levels that are far from top 150. This is exactly why I've changed my spreadsheet of my top 20 hardest levels to my opinion instead of a riddle. Makes sense. But just opinion, probably there are many people who think it's harder or easier than Bloodbath. Dude, I hear so many different opinions on Darken's difficulty. Dude, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's amazing. Bro, it's actually so good. Yo! I mean, besides the fact that you can see the bottom of these, but what, we can fix that later. Dude, it's kind of perfect. Like, honestly, I think I might move this one down a little bit. Because what I've been thinking of doing is putting a static camera trigger for this whole thing up until like the end of the wave. So let's actually try that. Just in spite of you, I'm gonna say it's harder than Black Blizzard whenever anybody asks. That's crazy. Yeah, let's actually on the gameplay layer. Let's add a what is an object that's like right where the player is? Because I need a static camera trigger that will stay exactly where I need it to. So maybe. Okay, you know what? Static. Let's actually just move this up like that. Static target group. I don't know. Bro, the groups are going to be all out of order, but it's honestly fine. Let's just try adding this orb to group 17 and seeing what happens if we have it follow 17 and have it be Y only. Oh, and it needs to be 0 seconds duration. Okay, it needs to be 1 higher. So maybe this one. Is this orb? Yeah. Okay. That'll also make it easier to you know, fix you know, parts where you can see the tops of these thingies, of these blocks. That's what I was gonna say. So let's see if there's any more of those we need to fix. So it looks like we can delete an entire row off of here. What is that? Hold on. What the freak is that? Dude, bro, it's so good, bro. Like, I actually love these palm trees. I don't know, it just adds so much to the level. So it looks like we need to add one more layer of blocks on top of here. Also, just so y'all know, tonight's stream is short, but tomorrow's stream will most likely be a full-length stream because I do have the entire night tomorrow open to stream. Maybe I won't take the coin route when I'm just like playtesting, not trying to get the video for shorts. Okay, so that needs fixing. So we need to add on layer 0. We'll add this and this. Go to our block deco layer and add custom block design. And then this needs to shift up, what, half a block, I think, for the ship section. Yeah, so when it hits the ship portal, we need to use a static trigger. Let's actually put this on the gameplay layer. And let's make it an exit static trigger, and let's ease in and out of exit static. See how that looks. Okay, that's pretty good. Also, by the way, the first section is not done. I finished the, or I at least am very close to finishing the background and foreground. I just need to add cars and maybe a little bit of glow. But then, I think for these parts, I think, like, you know, we are absolutely not done with this part. And also for like the gameplay decoration, like I still want to decorate all the spikes like traffic cones. So that will be next time, replacing all these boring old spikes with traffic cones. It'll look pretty cool, I think. Okay, turn the foreground tree opacity down. I would do that, but then they'll look really ugly. Like, look how they look here. I think it's fine if they block like a little bit of the gameplay. Okay, let's get the video for YouTube. Whoops. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yo, Doggy got 81 on grief. Wow. Okay. Oh. Oh no. I just barely missed that one. Dude, how do I keep dying here? TBH, all the spider orb clicks in the wave are tough. Yeah. The one click dude and the click before it made up an insane amount of difficulty that wait, what? Not gonna lie, that one part in Grief looks kinda hard. Bro. Bro, half my deaths are at this first key or at this first coin. Dude, how am I dying to these? Not to brag, but I've beaten back on track. That's crazy. Bro's a back on track victor. Bro, how do you even die there? No, what? Bro. Okay, I'm gonna go see a rock gym leader. Okay then. Alright, see ya. You know what I might do? I might just place a start position and then cut the recordings, or I could even just like cut them. I could even cut them like with the previous recording, honestly. So I think that might be good. Let me just do one more attempt. You know, earlier I was kind of skeptical about its hard demon difficulty, but the more I play it, the more I realize this is a good hard demon difficulty. Okay, I think I'll just splice the recordings. Or we'll just get it tomorrow, because I will also be streaming tomorrow night. So, thank you guys for joining. I know we are going to end a little early tonight, but I'll be back tomorrow for a full-length stream. It's going to be a good one, because we still have a lot more stuff to do. So, thank you all for watching. It's been great. I'm going to go hang out with my friends now. So, see you guys. See you tomorrow if you can make it. If not, that's okay. But yeah. Goodbye.